sure that shit ain't moving. Hit this. Alright, so we're gonna go live right now. What's up, y'all? This is gonna be our first recording here at the K-Raj of the Yet to Be Determined podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still gonna decide that at a later date.
I think we have a kind of like a good name, right?
Start tipping the big pimpin'.
Yeah,
we still got our
vote
votes in. We still got our votes in. I mean, but we're gonna dive right into it, like at this point, so we don't stray off into too many tangents today. I mean, based off the prior footage that I've been editing, that was very reoccurring.
Took very reoccurring. Too much time.
Oh yeah. I mean, thank you. Let's do a little introduction. Yreka, MADK, SD, GT. We got
Geisr, SD.
Kong, MADK, SD. Or not SD.
yeah, okay. I'm gonna edit it out.
Kong, MADK, MF, GT.
Alright, y'all. So, now that we got the introductions out, I mean, let's just dive right into it. Hey, because last time, I mean, me and you got into it. We kind of delved back into the history of Kong and how you kind of got your feet wet in the game. Geisr wasn't here for that conversation. Let's just recap for everyone that wasn't here.
Yeah.
How'd you get your name, bro?
I was tagging another name, and it was close to someone else's name that tagged a similar name. And then he hit me up and told me to stop writing that name. And I always see myself as like a monkey character or whatever in life. And
Who is this other writer that hit you up, bro?
it was Skits.
Oh, Skits.
MTS.
Yeah.
Around what time was this? Like
08, 09.
08, 09. That's pretty early in the days, bro.
Yeah, so in the very beginning for us.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for us
Yeah.
at least.
Back when you were writing Dank.
Yeah,
Back in the Dank days. That's why I go by Yreka the Dank, bro. Because it just, shows a little history of how we just came to be.
And smoke a lot of weed.
Oh, yeah. And I don't, if y'all fuck with the weed, then that's cool too. Because so do I.
Anyways, fucking, he hit me up and told me to stop writing that name, which was Spitz, because he was writing Skits.
Oh, so I see where the conflict
Yeah,
would be.
and I was new, like, I didn't fucking know, I was just some little ass kid, like, I just wanted to tag.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then, so, I was fucking watching King Kong with my brother one day, and my brother was like, you should tag Kong. So since then, it just kind of stuck with me. I was like, I don't really see anyone writing Kong or nothing. Like, that's cool. Because now I learned the new rule is not to write names close to other people's names.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
So,
I mean, for those that don't know about the rules of the paint, that's for sure one right there. Do not write a name that is very similar to another established writer's name.
There's like another rule though. Like there's so there's so many people that write the same name. If that person gets up so much, I think there's like kind of like a pass a little bit,
Only
Like,
if they don't get challenged.
Yeah, if they don't get challenged,
Yeah.
especially if they're in like another if they're in another area.
yeah, like if they're in a different area code and they may get up like hard in their area, but then there's someone who gets up equally as hard in their area.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what area code you're in,
Pretty much. And how long you've been writing.
and how long you've been writing, and how good you do it, I guess.
Because definitely, like, let's say there's some kid writing Kong right now.
Yeah.
And then I've been writing Kong since fucking, at least like,
For like 10, 13 years.
10, 13 years. Fucking, Wait, where was I going with this? Like, he's writing that shit, but I've been writing it forever. Other people would already tell him, like, hey, you can't be writing that shit, dude.
Yeah. No, there
Yeah,
would be
like
so
you
many
can't be
people.
coming up in the game writing
Yeah.
someone else's name.
There was this one time that I alright, so I was writing Gever, right? Gever, and then
Like, yes?
yeah, and then Endo came up to me and he asked me what my name was, and I was like, oh, Gever, and he was like, nah, bro, you need to stop writing that shit. And I was like, why? I mean, I
It was
thought,
just too close to the Jeeves.
yeah, and then Jeeves, I was like, oh, why? There's like Jeeves, and then there's Jiva, and he was like, that's the same person, dog. And I was like,
Damn.
fuck. So I had to change my name real quick.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an easy way to catch funk in the game.
Yeah,
If
you don't wanna step on
you
anybody's
and
toes.
someone else write a similar name, and you're in the same area, and you're both getting up. You definitely don't want to be caught like fucking having similar styles than that guy, because then that would be even more of a reason for someone to suspect that you're just jogging.
Right. If you're barely beginning in the game, then there's no reason to step on anybody's toes, especially if you're putting in the work, you know?
Yeah, you definitely want to build your own character early on.
And you don't want that for yourself, too, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. That brings us on to our next topic. What cruise you in, bro? Like, what's active in your life right now?
MADK, SD, and MF.
Wait, SD again?
Or
Is it SD?
Damn, bro.
My bad.
Hey, you.
No,
you
I know,
want-
we would-
Hey, if
we
you want
would
to be
have
an
you.
SD, we'll get you on.
I know, we would have you for
Like,
sure.
it's
I've been
cool.
smoking too much weed. I'm cool off that.
Alright, that's cool.
No more smoking dank.
Hey, you've been smoking too much dank.
Yeah.
You been on that. Okay, so
But yeah, GT.
GT, man.
how
That's a good
long
crew.
have all these crews been active for? So for those that don't know, because you recap me on all this, but for the homie Geisr right here and all those listening.
How do you learn?
I would say MADK. Okay, first it was MF, but I didn't get an MF until after MADK. But MF was probably at least fucking 07 it was made.
Damn, that's pretty early. That's like when I barely started, bro.
And then MADK was made in 11. So this year is our 10th
Okay,
year.
so I thought you said
Ooh,
MADK was
so-
in 07.
No, MF was in 07.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
then
because I
19,
remember when you
11.
made it. We used to kick it in front of
7-Eleven.
Yeah.
We used to kick it in front of the quick stop and shit.
Shout out to the Quick
So
Stop.
shout out to
Quick
Quick
Stop
Stop
pimping, bro.
Yeah, Quick Stop
Hey, y'all
pimping.
know.
That was
Hey, if
fucking
y'all
good
don't know,
times.
Quick
Yeah,
Stop pimping,
some
bro.
of you guys will get it.
OG shit right there, bro.
But
We used to
I
be
remember when you guys started it, and I was just like, man, that's cool. You guys starting, and there's a lot of people in there that are down for it.
I was just tripping out how like it was actually able to like run for so long, bro. Like how we didn't get fucking just jabbed up by fucking either business owners or cops or something.
What?
You know what I
There's a
mean?
business
We were
like that?
we were
Or
like
even,
hella
like-
domes.
I'm just surprised that like some of us actually took graffiti that serious to still be out here killing it till this day.
Yeah,
fucking
dude, no doubt.
Still want to be killing it in the future and just fucking. We have younger heads in our crew. We have older heads. We have fucking a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, bro. Like it's just reaching like the ages by this time, bro. For
Mhm.
sure. Shit. Hold on. I need to get on to this next one. So, I mean, you mentioned some of the crews that you were in, bro. What's some of the acronyms that you can think of for all those crews, bro?
Making a difference crew.
Like
So,
everyone.
so we got that making the difference crew.
That's
from
the
MADK.
original meeting, but we always came up with hella shit like mobbing all day, killing,
Mobbing all
fucking
day, I like
maniacs and drunks, fucking
Those are
just.
good ones.
I mean, there's a lot, and then like MF was just always just meant motherfuckers, like those motherfuckers.
You know what, motherfuckers?
Well, you know what
right
I
there.
thought originally when you guys made MF, it was like I thought you were paying homage to MF Doom.
That's I don't know, because Bones is the one who made MF.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what his whole thought behind it was,
Uh-huh.
but he said it was my family. You know, like
That's
it's
cool.
just like
Ooh, okay.
that's just, you know what I mean. And that's a crew that he's the only one who has a say with it. You know, what I mean? None of us do. You know, but we don't expect like fucking each other to like fucking. Oh, we don't hold each other to a standard.
Yeah.
It is like a
It's
family.
whatever you make it,
Yeah,
right?
it's like a family. Just like I don't know. Like, I would say that with any of my crews though. Like GT, MF, fucking and MADK, like everyone in all those crews, every time I see him was nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, bro. So what about GT, bro? You covered MADK, MF.
GT was made, I want to say like 2015. Amor Saves, he made that crew. Or, I don't know if it's like a branch to a crew that he got in from the Good Times crew, because that
Yeah.
crew is like a worldwide fucking train riding crew, like free riding.
I feel you. I feel
And
you.
but I feel like my thought of GT are the ones who are around here, the ones who like we all paint together and shit, you know.
Yeah, like just this local chapter.
Yeah,
like
like
representing GT.
So we've been repping it since like 15, 14, you know.
Yeah.
Good
I still
times.
remember that when Moore put us on Game Room GT.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember that one time we got stuck with him under the tunnel. And I think that's the first time I ever heard of GT.
No, not Moore, Amore. My bad.
Amor.
Saves.
Was it?
Yeah, Saves.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it was Saves.
Yeah,
Alright,
Saves,
yeah,
Saves is
yeah.
the one who got us into GT.
yeah. That's the first time I ever heard it. And I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
alright, that's cool. This guy's up as fuck. And him and somebody else were putting
Shout
him
out
hard,
to
right?
Saves. Come on the podcast. That fool got definitely
He's
history
got
in
some-
this.
yeah,
In this
way
fucking,
more history than any of
Yeah,
us.
in this area for sure.
We're still little puppies to that fool.
No,
Yeah,
doubt,
bro.
no doubt,
Like, you
no
know
doubt.
what? There's a bunch of fools that have a bunch of fucking like stories and a bunch of experience in this area
Yeah,
that need
sure.
some fucking respect put on their name. You know what I mean?
Yup.
I mean, a lot of people do have respect for their names, but just nobody really talks about it that much, right?
Yeah, people just, it's like, it's not, I don't want to say it's like jockeying or like fucking anything like that. It's just,
Like dick riding or
yeah,
whatever.
that's why
It's
people
like-
don't really say it though, because
Yeah.
they don't want to seem like a dick rider.
Yeah, but we know.
Yeah.
But I would say there's a mutual respect, an unsaid respect between just about any writer in this area. Any
Right.
writer that's been around for at least
For
6
at
years or
least-
more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Hey.
good people here that I'm ready
Yeah,
to give respect to.
2020, fucking, all these little other fools just started popping up and
But I
shit.
know.
Mm.
How great is that?
Out the woodwork.
Like, I think it's super good.
I think it's cool, but then again, some of them, like, I painted with them and this and that, and, like,
Uh-huh.
some of them are just not there mentally with,
Yeah.
like, I don't see them having longevity in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
They just got a different
offense.
end goal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get
like,
it.
when I started writing, like, my main goal was to learn how to fucking bust burners, pieces, throwies, everything. And not only that, just fucking follow the rules, respect everything. You
Yeah.
know, like,
Yeah.
some of these youngins really don't even follow the rules.
Yeah, that's
you know?
what-
They
that's
don't-
what I
they
grew
think,
up-
They think they can just go over whoever. So.
Yeah, that's what I grew up fucking learning. It's just like, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that. And it's just like it's and I'm like 13 years in. I know that's not a lot to like people like that are out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, like I'm still here, you know,
Yeah.
and we're still going.
Yeah, that's
So-
the main thing. That's this is longevity. you
Yeah,
know?
the
Like,
longevity of it.
when I got in the game, I planned on still being here 10 years, 20 years down the road. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
30 years, 40 years. I didn't see it that far, but you know,
I
like
don't
who
know,
knows? But now I can see myself still 40 years in the game. Like,
Do you
Yeah.
think that some of what has to do with these newer generation people not respecting the history has to do with themselves putting themselves on game and not like older heads putting them on game?
yeah,
'Cause
Yeah.
I feel as though like
because
when I got brought up, like, you know what, you put me on game, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
can't
Like
do
there's
this, you can't do
there's
that.
like do's and don'ts
Yeah.
about this shit.
But I would say at the peak or the beginning, you know what I mean, when social media really started hitting,
Yeah.
older heads, you know what I mean, like it doesn't matter like what kind of even industry you're in, like tattooing, whatever it is, you know, like they stopped wanting to help people trying to come up because
Well,
it became a thing, it became a fad.
You
know what I
you
mean?
think it was just about
It
clout
did-
chasing more than
Yeah,
like
it
actually
became-
being a grapher?
Exactly.
It did become that like after a certain point.
Yeah.
It's like before that, it used to be like, hey, we're gonna teach you these rules, we're gonna teach you everything we know, and then after some certain point, it was just like, oh, you're gonna like be better than me or like do this shit, so we're not gonna show you. Like,
Yeah, now
like,
you
the
swim
rules.
on your own. and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
To a degree,
Yeah.
like they not everyone will say they're gonna be better than, you know what I mean, the ones before and shit,
True.
because no
But-
matter what, we know the tips and tricks because we got years in the game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like
I mean,
there's ways of getting into certain spots, there's
Mhm.
ways of looking out for yourself, ways of all that. You know what I mean? Not every fucking kid these days, they might have a cool ass style, this and
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? But they're not gonna have longevity if they don't fucking learn to look out for themselves and
Yeah.
follow the rules, you know?
yeah, exactly. There's
So-
some people that just they started, they went heavy, and then they just started beef with everybody.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, all right, well, I mean, we got to not pay attention to this guy.
Hell, swear.
So you
Yeah.
think it's way more important to establish yourself as a like artist of a certain level before you even start any beef with anyone.
True.
I-
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna start beef, it should mean something, right?
Yeah, you should actually. I still at least have like some kind of fucking shit behind your name backing you up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
not crew wise or anything. It's just
Yeah, like you should be
like,
able to stand on your own as an artist.
every graffiti writer. You know what I mean? Not all of them rep crews, but most of them rep crews. But we don't rep crews to fucking like show that we're cool because we're in a crew.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like no matter what, us individually, you take us away from our crew and everything, we're still gonna be doing the same shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just have an individual name.
Yeah.
So it's just more of a collaborative, more than like a support group.
Yeah, or a gang or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whatever the fuck.
Like just be
people
linked
do.
in and shit.
Yeah.
Can I say something we were talking about earlier? The difference between two games. It's like a graffiti game. The gang.
Yeah. Like there's two different games for sure.
Yeah, and if you are repping one, then maybe you should leave one out of the other. You know?
Exactly. At least keep them separate. If you find both, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
for sure.
I know some writers that are homies and shit, you know, and they keep that shit separate. They keep it legit, you know what I mean? Like, and I respect to those guys, you know.
Yeah,
Fuck
big
yeah.
respect to those that know the games are separate,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like, I'm willing to fight and shit, but I'm not gonna go fucking threatening someone's life over graph.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
You know what I
come
mean?
to you and your gang with this shit, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, like you're not gonna bring your whole gang on the dude just because he disrespected you.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like most gangs know that. Like they're just like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a separate shit. Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna go after you because you have a beef in your own.
Yeah, they don't gotta beef with the gang, they gotta beef with you
Yeah.
who be fucking up with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone need to just take, responsibility with their own shit, and they'll last long in this game for sure.
Yes, sir.
And that brings me to how long you been writing for. I mean, we touched on it briefly, but how long you been writing, bro?
I started writing, actually getting up, because I've been drawing graffiti forever, but like actually getting up was probably 09, because I got off probation in 09. I spent all 4 years of high school on probation, so I didn't want to get in trouble and shit. But as soon as I got off the senior year, I started painting like crazy.
Can I ask you a side question? What did you get on probation for?
If you
not,
don't
we
want
can cut
to,
it out.
if you don't want to, elaborate on that, just keep it brief.
It was for like, I mean, I had a bunch of weighed out weed in my backpack. I was in 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah.
Fucking, I did have like a gang affiliated bandana in my backpack and fucking, and a bunch of just bullshit. I was just a young kid, an idiot.
They caught you on some dumb shit when you were a
did.
kid, you know?
Yeah, and then the main thing was that I had a knife on me. That was the main thing that they got me for.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's fucking a deadly weapon
Yeah,
on school
possession of
grounds.
a
and
deadly
this and that.
weapon?
No, we all been there. I mean, I think we've all had like a school-related fucking.
But the truth is, I used that knife. It was a tiny little fucking knife, and it was perfect to cut open an apple to fucking smoke my weed out of, bro. Like,
Yeah,
that's
dude,
all
it was
I
a
used
tool.
it for. It was a tool.
It was just a tool,
wasn't-
bro.
You're just smoking weed
Not
out here,
one
bro.
day
That's
did I
it.
take that knife to school thinking, oh fuck, I gotta protect myself.
Huh, I gotta
know,
slice
right?
on someone with
Yeah,
this
bro, it's
knife
like
right
mostly
now.
weed and shit.
Like honestly,
Oh.
it was a tool to me. I wasn't like, oh fucking, always looking up for a problem in school and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I was just a little little short kid in fucking middle school and
Yeah.
beginning of high school. I was really short and fucking.
Damn. Like for a shorty
Actually.
couldn't be so rough for some reason.
Damn.
But you know what I mean, like I did have to like fight and show fools that I wasn't like someone to fuck with and shit, just because I was a little guy and shit.
You have to make a name for yourself.
But no matter what, I never pulled a knife on nobody. I never
true.
I never had to pull a gun on anybody. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you ain't never try to strong arm someone
Nah.
at they shit. Like, you were just, pushing your product.
exactly.
Yeah. That's, you know what? Like, everyone has to hustle, and not everyone's fortunate enough to have everything fucking handed to them, so.
Shout out to all the weed hustlers out there.
For real, because you know what? Everyone thought you was wrong until they legalized it.
Yeah,
So fuck
exactly,
all of them, bro. Fuck all of
Exactly.
them, bro.
We're just trying to make people's lives better, you know?
I already know this story, but hey, who got you into writing, bro? Tell this man.
I need to know.
He needs to know.
No specific person ever got me into writing. Like they were like myths to me and shit like that. Like
Let me rephrase it. Who put you on game?
Okay, who put me on game?
There you go. That's a good more specific
Bones.
question.
Bones put me on
There you
game.
go.
Shout out to
out.
Bones, bro. You actually put this fool on right now.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I kind
Low
of
key,
knew,
low
I knew
key.
a little bit here and there just from painting with some other people or like getting told what not to do by fucking up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the one who really fucking saved me and like show me the ropes the right way without me like fucking having to fuck up. You know what I mean? Would be bones. You know?
Yeah, like he kind of guided you before you hit those fucking dead ends.
Like you'll see me do something that I shouldn't be doing, and it'll be like, "Hey, don't be doing that shit, bro." Like, hey, the fuck you doing? Like,
Yeah.
hey, you can't be doing that. Oh fuck, I didn't know, bro. My bad. I was just catching the script above his piece, dude.
Yeah.
Can't be side busting people.
Side
shit,
busting,
though.
Yeah, see, like a lot of people that are just getting into the game, yeah, see, they need to know these things because that's an easy mistake. That's an easy one for sure. Like everyone think like, hey, this is a cool ass spot right here, and there's a little empty space, so I'm just gonna get down right here. You know what I mean?
Man, there was this one time I did that. It wasn't even. It was hella years into the game. There was a piece. It was a doorway, a piece, and with a hand picking up the doorway.
That's the fucking the chocolate factory.
Yeah, you remember that, right?
Yeah.
I do remember.
So
that.
I called the crew at the time. It was like Lady Kill
remember.
LK, and then Kong had come up. I think it was you. You're like, dude, you shouldn't fucking do that. And I was like,
I did tell.
I was like, my bad, dog. Like,
that was around the same time the Bones taught me not to fucking side bust. Like,
Dude, it's
it
so
was around
early.
the same as that time.
Damn, bro. See, everything comes full. Oh my bad. Everything comes full round circle, bro. Like all these lessons need to be archived so that future generations know, like how the game goes, bro. The rules of the paint right now.
But
yeah, rules of the paint.
There is rules of the paint, but I feel like not everyone should know. You know what I mean? Like some people, I mean, they're meant to fall off. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Like you think that the
kind of
rules of the
learning
paint
experience.
should be earned?
It's like giving someone keys to the yard, or you know, and shit like that. It's like they can't just have all this info without fucking. You know what I mean? Like.
Can I tell you guys something? So I've been listening to this podcast called Tiger Belly and also Bad Friends. This guy, Bobby Lee, he says
The comedian?
Yeah, Bobby Lee, the comedian. He says every older comedian will tell a newer comedian and be like, "Hey, you're never gonna make it in this game." But the true comedians will be like, "Hey, fuck you. I'm gonna fucking do it anyways." So it's kind of like with graffiti too. Like, hey, sometimes you need to learn the shit on your own. And if you really are into it, then you're gonna keep with it, you know.
Yo,
then you'll apply it.
Yeah, then you're gonna apply it. But it's not exactly like that because like there's always gonna be an older head there.
So do you think by making this podcast we're giving the newer generations the cheat codes?
No.
No.
Okay.
Only because we're still gonna stay underground. It's not like everyone's gonna know about it. It's just not like we're gonna be like. You know what I mean? Like,
no one's gonna know everything.
Yeah, it's cool. And not only that, you still can't fucking learn without experience.
Right,
yeah, essentially, like, the toys are gonna make the mistakes that toys make regardless.
That's like saying, like, oh, I use this kind of cap with this and that, but if you've never tried those kind of caps, you're not even gonna know how to use them and shit. You know what I mean? Like, we could say all we want, but most people, it'll go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's most experiences in life too. Like you're not gonna, if you're a person that's gonna learn the hard way, you know, they're not, you know, you're not. No one's gonna tell you anything until you learn it yourself. You know.
Yeah. Until you're ready to
learn the lesson.
That's like you were saying, like you're never gonna make it and shit, like or whatever. Like when I was tattooing and shit in my apprenticeship, fucking, I'd show up to work every day and my coworkers were like, never gonna make it. Never gonna make it.
Yeah.
And that would just be the push that you needed to motivate you.
I'm still here, fucking
tattooing like
9 years later.
Yeah,
9 years later, bro. Respect to you, sir.
Respect, dog.
I still remember the early days.
Times change.
Hell yeah, bro. I mean, you went from. Yeah, bro.
But yeah, what happened?
I'm getting called right now, so I can't exactly move on to the next.
I actually need to take a piss.
Okay.
We'll shut everything off for a minute.
We're gonna take a brief intermission.
Music on the
Go ahead and take a piss. I'm just gonna let the ambient music ride, bro.
And go piss and just grab a beer.
Oh, you just grab a beer. Hey, cheers. Cheers to you, bro. Thank you again for coming on here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably cut this shit out, but you know, you're fam, so this means a lot, bro. For sure.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
It's a cool little setup, you know?
Hey, thank you. Do you feel claustrophobic still?
Nah, not since I've been smoking and drinking.
I'm glad, bro. Like, the one thing that I want to make sure to accomplish is to make sure that whoever I have on is comfortable, bro.
Oh, you know what lo-fi is?
Oh yeah, I've been around this block. I've been around the block a couple times.
Lo-fi is always the best background.
Fuck yeah.
Like, just chilling music.
¿Cómo está? Welcome to the podcast.
Alright, we back now.
There you go.
After this brief
Intermission.
right now, everyone had to drain the main vein.
Not
For
me.
real.
Not,
Not this guy. He's got a
not
bladder of steel.
Iron Bladder Kong.
Nope.
The
The
Iron
Wand.
Bladder. For sure.
Okay, so here we go.
I wish you would have got a video of that.
I forgot where we left off. I'm pretty sure the last thing I asked you was who got you into writing. So we're just gonna keep it pushing from there. Hey, what keeps you interested in the art, my friend?
That was a good question to me.
Like, why do you keep doing this?
Just to prove to myself.
Just to prove to yourself.
What are you proving to yourself, though?
That I can overcome what I think I can't.
Hey, you know what? That's pretty deep, bro. Like,
I didn't think I'd be this far even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had goals of being this far at least, you know, but I didn't think I would be. Like
Dude, no, seriously. It takes a little time to think about that question. You know, like,
I remember your answer previously being slightly different, unless I'm.
I don't even remember you asking that question. I feel like it was a good question.
When
It was
I
a
asked
good
you
question.
that question originally, I recall you saying what keeps you interested in the art happens to do with you being stressed, and then when you're stressed, you know, like
It's like on the same
your way
it's
of
overcoming,
yeah.
It's like hard
your
times,
therapy.
you know what I mean? Like no matter what, through hard times and shit, I always have graph, but like graph is still fucking. It's not all fucking roses and shit, you know.
it's not. No, I can guarantee you.
Sometimes just laying in bushes and shit, just waiting forever just so you can finish something and shit.
Walking through poison oak.
I had poison oak for over a month. That shit was shitty.
For those that
There's
don't know,
this time-
poison oak, just so you can paint
Yup.
illegally.
Alright, so what's the most fucked up? Alright, so what's the, how? Alright,
Don't
so
get onto that yet. I have that.
Oh my
as
god,
a-
I want to
I have that as a question later. I know what you're about to ask. We gotta roll through these in
blur that.
sequence. Okay, so who or what inspires your art, bro? Like, who you be seeing getting up, what you be seeing that influences you on a daily, that you be like, okay, I might incorporate that into my art in some form.
I don't know. I feel like I've answered this before and I had a good answer for it, but right now I feel like I would probably say just the ones around me, you know,
Yeah.
the ones
the
I
homies.
experience with and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I'd say for sure for me, I mean my inner circle of who I paint with, like you, and like anyone in the crew, or Bones, or whoever takes me out painting, you know what I mean, or you know what I mean, like all of y'all have like a little influence on how my pieces come out at the end, you know what I mean? Yeah.
we're all trying to give each other constructive criticism.
Oh, for sure.
Oh
you
no,
know what?
especially
Like-
this guy. Have you ever been painting with this guy?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's what you need though. Like literally what
But
you
it's
need.
fun though.
It's
It's
super
not like
fun.
it's not like I'm just sitting there talking
No,
shit.
no,
I'm
he's
just
not talking
cracking
shit at
jokes.
all.
Oh yeah.
But you want to, after painting a session with Kong, you really want to do better. Do better. like I'm not kidding. It's
Oh,
not just
yeah.
because he talks shit. It's just like he's giving you. I wish more people would give constructive criticism instead of being yes men.
Yeah.
You know, I wish more people would be like that.
Because that's the only way you would improve is to
Exactly.
get out of that comfort zone.
If somebody was to tell you, yeah, it looks sick, yeah, it looks dope, like you're never gonna grow.
Oh, yeah.
I
You're
still,
never gonna grow.
I still even get it from, you know what I mean, people that I learn from, you know what I mean, like Sin and Sour and shit. Like they'll still tell me shit sometimes, you know, like
Damn, that's my dream right there. Stainless sour.
they're like, hey,
But only if I'm good enough.
you're unproportionate right there, bro.
Honestly, it's challenging to paint with people that you feel that are in another league. You know what I mean? Because when all is said and done and all the pieces are just up, when you're right next to those other people that may have like a certain talent level that you feel exceeds yours, it may just be like, fuck, bro, I need to get on that level, bro.
You know,
Yeah,
takes time.
for
does.
sure. It
But then
definitely.
again, some people get like nothing, but like those are the fools who like didn't take time to learn the rules, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
You know-
whenever fools like that get cocky, like that's not gonna, keep them in the game any longer than anything else.
Even if it's like the best person that you know.
Like
Yeah.
there's people that just only bomb and then like not that good at fucking pieces and shit, but they're still in the game.
I'm Geisr.
There you go.
Now I would say you still got some burner styles and shit.
It's
like,
just like because I practice on paper a lot. Like the thing is like
That's important though.
it is a little important, but like I don't paint as much as I want to, you know.
But hey,
It's
that
just-
brings me onto the next topic.
Let's
What's
go.
your
Let's
practice?
go.
What is your practice routine, bro? Do you put it on paper and then you put it on the wall?
Nah.
Do you only put it on the wall? What do you do?
everything is off the head, but still somewhat memory. Like, but even the pieces that I create, like, and everything, like, when I go to a wall, I don't take a sketch. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, when I get there, I just pull out the cans and like, alright, I got enough of this, you know?
That's
So-
crazy, bro. Because you put together some crazy color schemes.
That's why I like having a lot of colors too, though. You know what I mean? Like, I try bringing as many colors as I can. I try stacking as much paint as I can at all times, you know? Just to be able to have options, you know? So when I go to a wall, I make sure I have enough options for, like, to do multiple different styles and shit, you know? Like, if I want to go this way. And then when I see the wall, is usually when I, like, okay, I have enough room for this. So I'm going to do this piece because I can fit it perfect right here, you know?
When you're improving from piece to piece like that, how do you coordinate the color schemes? I mean, like, do you just take all warm colors? Do you take like cool colors and warm colors? Do you take like just any colors that you have? Like, how do you?
I don't think about it.
You just
Yeah.
grab whatever colors you're feeling that day, and then
Yeah.
you work with it.
I really, like, I don't really think about it. Like, when I'm doing colors and shit, I'm like, okay, well, fucking, I have these 3 shades, so I'll use this to get, like, a 3D effect. And then I'll add this color and this color, which will go with it for, like, outside shit. You know what I mean? Like,
So you would use those like 3 colors for like the 3D effect on the letters themselves,
yeah.
and then you would
Build
pick
up
like
to
another
that.
couple colors for like the 3D like.
Or just extra
Effects.
pieces popping off the letters or whatever, you know what I
So
mean? Like,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, like there's always a process, right? Even though it's not like you don't go there and be like, hey, I'm gonna do this piece, hey, I'm gonna do whatever, but there's a process that you have. You
just
know?
from finding out what works and what doesn't. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
from
Like, yeah,
experience.
I would say there's no one's gonna create a fucking Mona Lisa without knowing how to do a few things, you know?
Except for more.
Yeah, I love that.
Shout out to more.
Yeah, except for more. You do everything
Nah,
precise.
he's just-
I taught him. Okay. Nah,
Go ahead, tell
First
him
time,
what
I,
you taught
first
him.
time I ever came on board, like he had the worst can control I've ever seen, but some of the dopest styles, you know.
I
But
feel
his,
you,
his
I
can
feel you.
control wasn't great, so like I just had to teach that fool a couple of things, and then he learned even more things that I even know.
That's the thing, when
nowadays
people are
from
ready
other
to learn,
people.
when people are ready to learn, they fucking learn.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
Yeah, I think that's like a really big part of graffiti because you can teach somebody
He was-
and they think they know everything, but when there's like years of experience.
He was definitely someone who always wanted to learn. That's why he surpassed all, like everyone. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
what it is, man.
shout out to all the students because those are the ones who become the masters,
yo,
bro.
you
The
gotta
ones
be
that are willing to be
take,
the
like, hey,
students,
oh,
bro.
fuck, that shit looks whack. Okay, I'm gonna go home and try something new. Then you know,
Yeah, like
fuck,
I'll work on that.
scratch
then.
that, create something brand
It's
new,
like,
bro. Like that's not working.
Yeah, I ain't gonna just
I
take the
remember when-
creative.
Some people will just go and just start dissing you just because you told them that.
Yeah,
Well, it's just that's how human nature is, you know. When you tell them not to do one thing and they do the another thing, you know, like it's just.
Yeah, like you want to inform them of something that may be like hurting them, but then they just take it as like an attack on them.
It
Yeah,
is.
exactly. I don't understand why people
Yeah.
do that. It's just like more of criticism and it's how to. Like,
It's
do better.
something going on with themselves. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they're not like someone someone that's used to getting helped in the right ways. I guess you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like just. I guess that's on them, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a big part
You
of
can
the
control
ego,
everything,
for
Yeah.
sure. Like
Some people have that ego, but it's not really an ego. It's more of a fucking wall.
I think it's more of like a
Okay,
self-conscious
yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it's
more of a wall.
like it's like a defense.
When they're saying, "Oh,
From
I'm
when-
the shit, I'm the shit," that's them talking themselves up because they don't feel like.
Yeah, they don't feel like they're the shit. Yeah.
Hey, and if you don't feel like you're the shit, like you the shit.
You're normal,
you know what
bro.
I mean?
That's
Like, and
normal
that's a
shit,
It's
bro.
normal. I
thing
wouldn't
for
say you're
everybody.
the shit, but like you're normal, and
It's
I think
normal,
you need to
bro.
work with
It's
yourself.
okay with
more.
feeling that way, bro. That's valid feelings. Who
Yeah,
gives a fuck?
for real,
Yeah.
for real. If you're feeling really self-conscious, hey man, like, your feelings are valid.
Hey, we're human, bro.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
human.
We all bleed.
Yeah, we all bleed red.
Just because some people want to put up a wall with their whatever, ego doesn't matter. Other people have walls other ways.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, we getting off right now.
For sure.
We're gonna drop back in with
Not as much
the
as we
next
did
topic.
at first.
I know. I'm trying to round
It's
it off.
actually really
right now,
good.
'cause you
Yeah.
know how much editing I've had to do.
I know, you're just like,
Because
man, I'm tired
we
of this
went
shit.
off. Literally 2-hour podcast.
Not
And
even
like
about that.
only 20 minutes of it
After 3
I
hours
had
of
to
editing.
like use into workable footage
Yeah.
relating to Grab. But yo, what is some of your craziest paint stories that you've ever had, bro? I know that may be a little crazy to go back and like want to like share with people, but
First crazy story.
I'm waiting because I love to hear this shit.
It's good shit, right?
Yeah.
First one would probably be finding a dead body.
Damn,
The
for real?
first dead body I found painting.
Where?
First dead body, not even the last.
like exposed or
First.
nothing.
For those that don't see.
Wait, there's more than one?
Yes.
Oh shit.
One was under a tunnel,
Mm.
and another one was he hung himself on a train.
Which one was first?
The tunnel.
Okay. But which one are you gonna tell us right now? Both or just the one?
Up to you, man.
I mean,
You don't have to share both. I mean, I don't want you to have to see therapy after.
Yeah, traumatic
No.
experiences and shit.
Nah,
yeah.
I would just say like going to the spot you see. I mean, it's just crazy. Like it's not really like a story. Like obviously, I went down there to paint whatever the fuck, and I just found that shit. Well, fuck, that shit was there.
Damn, son. Did you call the police?
The train one I did. The tunnel one, it was like hella late at night. It would look bad on us. And we already painted and we didn't find it until we were
Crazy.
leaving.
That's nuts, man. I can't even imagine. Like,
And then-
like literally.
Probably the one that fucking got me the most though would be like when I almost died painting. Like
I was there for that one, I'm sure.
Wait, so what happened?
I was drinking, whatever.
Painted.
Cheers.
Yeah, always. Yeah,
Fucking,
shout out to
Oh yeah, cheers to that one, bro. Hey, you almost died. I'm glad you didn't, bro.
I'm glad you did.
So
This
there was this
podcast wouldn't
fence,
be-
and it
I
didn't
know.
have a bar on the top of the fence for support, so I could hop it, So I hopped it in the middle instead of hopping it where the poles are, because I was with Moore and Yreka.
Uh-huh.
Shout out,
Yreka. Y'all.
Anyways,
Come on the podcast more.
they were going around. I was like, "Fuck that! I want to beat these fools to the spot." So I hopped the fence. The fence was all flimsy and shit. And then I was on the top, and then it was bending back. And as soon as I jumped, it fucking flipped. Or no, it was bending forward. And as soon as I jumped, it flipped. And it made me do a front flip. And like there was grass probably like this high, and there was a stick, like those little support beams
shit.
to grow trees.
It was like a
Whatever.
pole, bro.
It was like a little stick.
Damn,
Like
son.
imagine like a
It was on the
fucking
ground,
like.
and I front flipped and landed on my chest on that stick.
No way. Did,
Yeah.
did it stick you or?
I couldn't breathe for like over a minute, dude.
For
Like,
real?
like I couldn't even like.
But did it
everything was in
penetrate? Did
shock.
it impale you a little
No,
bit?
okay. So there was a spray can right there in my jacket, and it impelled that.
Yeah. Oh, dude!
That's
Shout out to the
crazy,
fucking
bro.
cop saving your life.
Imagine
Holy
the
shit.
can like right here with a fat old dent in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn.
and
son.
wasn't it leaking a little or
Yeah, it
what?
was leaking. I had to throw it.
Damn,
But, it was like
I just remember me and Moore walked up
they
on
were
you,
like, "Where do you?"
and you were just
You're like, I almost died, motherfucker.
Where's Pocket?
just
We're gonna
fucking-
edit that out.
Oh yeah, bro.
My bad.
So that reminds me of this one time. It was me, Pig, and I forgot who else was with us. And we went to go paint that spot on the alley where the train. It's like an old train station. So we're all on top of the roof, right? I do my piece. I think Ongo was there. Ongo does his piece, and then Pig's the last one to do his piece. So we're coming down, and all of a sudden I see fucking Pig fall through the roof
Whoa, bro.
Yeah, and
think I
he
heard
goes.
about that.
Yeah, he goes through this fucking like he goes through the roof and he falls, and I'm just like,
Oh shit!
and, then
roof,
once I
bro.
see he's okay, I'm just like I start laughing. I start laughing like crazy because I was just like, dude, that could have been so bad. And we look back and there's like sticks fucking sticking up on the fucking floor and
Damn,
shit.
bro.
I was like, damn, bro, you could have literally just died right there.
Fucking
Just straight impaled.
like some Indiana Jones shit.
Yeah, like some fucking like ambush fucking.
Some
I've
fucking
had ghost
Viet Cong
ones
shit.
and shit like that, but like that one for me was like the one that actually affected me. Like it got me, bro. Like
Yeah, bro.
Like you
I
learned
was laying on the
something that
ground,
day.
not breathing. I was like, I'm gonna die right now, bro. I swear to God, I was thinking I was gonna die, dude. I was like,
You're like, this might be my last one.
because I like nothing worked when I hit my chest. You know,
Yeah.
like I couldn't even take a breath or nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I'm gonna die right now, dude.
Yeah, dude. No, that's fucking crazy.
That shit was scary, but after that, I was like, fuck. I couldn't
I
even
need to
dab
be
after
careful.
that. I couldn't even take no dabs or nothing. Like, it was hard to smoke after that. That's when like dabs first were coming out and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Damn, so your
able to
lungs
dab,
are
I was
just
cool.
fucking
Shout out to those days.
But, like, I
Working.
still have like weak lung span from that, you know? Like,
No, I
Yeah.
wouldn't even doubt it, bro.
I don't know if I fucking fractured my chest cavity or what. Like, but,
Bro, like honestly, some of the shit we did, because there would be times where I'm jumping fences, and I don't know if you felt this before. So when you jump really high, like your knees and your fucking ankles, they start like they fucking like vibrate
Like
and
a
shit.
shock.
I broke my right ankle twice. Like, fuck, dude. Like, skateboarding.
Yeah. So every time I jump a fence and I go down hella hard, it would like vibrate. And now when I'm working and shit, like it's fucked. Like it's literally fucked. My knees are fucked.
You feel it hurting sometimes.
Yeah, no, all the time actually.
All the time.
Fuck it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Okay,
bro.
so
Next question.
I'm just going on to the next one from here. So, hey, do you have any haters out there right now, bro?
There we go.
And we were just talking about this earlier.
Yep, slicing it up right now.
Hey, hey, this one's a hot one.
Yeah, I guess. It's been like years.
I mean,
But, I mean,
I
like,
talked about mine like extensively.
they don't really leave names and shit, you know what I mean? Like, they're just the type to throw paint on my shit or fucking draw a dick or whatever the fuck, you know? Like, they're not really gonna confront me, and then, like, pretty much anyone that really knows me in the graph game, like, knows me personally, that wouldn't do shit like that. You know, I just want to leave it at no names and leaving dicks.
yeah, I feel you.
Not, like, they really don't want to fucking, you know what I mean, step up to my face, you know what I mean? I've asked them to fucking squat them one-on-one and this and that. They don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
whatever, bro.
Yeah, amongst brothers in the same fucking
Yeah, no, I
like
get it.
in the same boat. You know what I mean? We're gonna take a little segue to the left with what's your perspective on legal writers versus illegal writers?
Ooh.
We've ran into this before.
Can I show you a video before this happens?
No.
Or no?
He's like,
Okay.
no. Unless you had it queued up, no.
Is it
No.
the hospital screaming on that legal room?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about, in the Bronx
Yeah,
or whatever?
yeah, in the Bronx.
Oh, see, he
Okay.
already seen that. Damn, he's already
Anyways,
like on game. Okay, go.
I see why, like, real bombers, real pieces and shit hate legal writers.
Yeah.
And, like, I kind of feel the same view they do. Because those dudes, like, they'll go and hit a train and hit this and that, but, like, trains ain't, like, too hard to get. You know what I mean? Like, shit like that. But they ain't never gonna go bomb some fucking up city spot and shit like that. You know? Like, they're not, you know what I mean? Like, but still, they get handled these legal laws because they're a good artist and this and that. Like,
Yeah.
why should they not take the same steps we did to get up and do it the right way,
Yeah.
just for their shit not to get touched? You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Like, I don't give a fuck how good you are. Like,
Yeah.
Like, how do they earn their right
You gotta
to
earn-
how
have their
do
shit
they-
run where you've been fucking risking your whole freedom, your whole career?
Mm-hmm. Not career, like just your freedom.
yeah.
You know, your
But they
freedom.
think they can just, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
and not only that, like, when they come through, they're not even from, I don't know.
They're not from the space. Like dude, you trust me. You'll see it on the other podcast. Like I was totally for the guy that went over the street art piece, and I was just like, dude, honestly, you don't know what's going on in this wall, and then you come and then you get a commission off of this shit. Like you're getting paid for it.
And another thing is, why have fools from the name and from the area come and do some mural right there? When you got a bunch of dope
That's
ass
true,
people
too.
from right there. That
Yeah,
can do
I
that
wasn't
shit, you
okay
know?
with it, and I was just
Yeah.
I was okay for that dude
Why not
Baker.
have people from that place fucking
Yeah.
busting that mural? You know,
Yeah.
like
Where you have like the local talent, like longing for a platform.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the guys, they really wanted to like press the issue and be like, hey, are you for real, dog? And he's like, yeah, for real, dog. Like, what are you gonna do? Like that dude was down to fight. And just because like he had a tag there and his dead homie had a tag there,
mhm.
and it's just, dude, I would probably be in the same space, dude.
Yep.
I'd probably be in the same space.
For sure. I mean, you know, any of us would feel the same way if any of us had like some peace.
And I ain't saying like I'm some fucking someone who's like earned it all in this and
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
You know what I mean? I haven't. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm just coming from a perspective where like I'm looking at you from the outside, you know?
But like, you know, I haven't stopped painting since I started. You know, like that's
Yeah.
one thing I always kept steady. Even if it's once a month, I still do a couple a year at least. You know, I
That,
don't give a fuck.
that's a
Sometimes-
perfect segue right there, bro, into the next topic. Subgenres of graffiti artists, bro. Like, we got hardcore bombers, we got people that do characters, we got people that do pieces, we got people that only hit trains. What are you, bro? Where do you fall into?
All caps.
All caps when you spell the
When
man's
you
name?
spell the man's name.
I feel you, bro.
I could bust it off. You know?
You try to be the jack of all trades.
I just can't. Well, I wouldn't say like I got the craziest wows and shit like that, but you know, I got cool burns, I got cool throws, I got cool like I got a little bit of everything, you know.
Yeah,
That's the main thing I always focused on, was having like multiple styles, you know.
yeah.
And then still with like still doing like those multiple styles, and every once in a while doing each one, you know.
So
But I'm
you're-
always perfecting them, you know, like trying to make them better every time I do them and shit.
So you're not afraid to like experiment with different like spots and different pieces, like
Nah.
yeah.
That shit's like all day. And you know, I like being like kind of on that level. You know what I mean? I don't want to say I can just go with anybody and paint with them, but I could fucking keep up with quite a bit of people. You know, at least. You know?
Yeah, and just feel comfortable.
Yeah. Like, okay, I got something to throw with that. Cool. For sure. Yeah.
That's good. You
He
know.
said that you're an all-around painter.
Yeah.
That's good.
What would you consider yourself?
Oh man, it's embarrassing, but like I would consider myself maybe like a sketch artist, like a little bit, and then like sometimes I don't know. It's like really hard because like I don't get to paint a lot as you guys,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like
I think you used to.
I used to, but like I didn't.
But I
don't.
also think that you can again.
You definitely have the opportunity.
You just
bro.
gotta
I just wish I knew more people that.
You just gotta get your mojo back, bro.
Dude, exactly. But I just wish. I don't know. It's just.
You wanna go tomorrow?
I'll go tomorrow.
You will not wish. You
I will not
do.
wish. I will do.
Exactly.
From this day forward, you shall not
That's
wish
what.
to do.
Alright, so the last time. I can't
To
even.
doing, bro.
Fuck these glasses, dude.
She's doing.
To doing, bro.
Dude, honestly, if you guys wanted to paint tomorrow, then even if it was like. I have more respect for the new heads because they're doing it every day. And when I was in that position, I was more like worried about myself than trying to paint every day. So now that there's like new heads out there, I'm trying to paint with the new heads. And I'm trying to paint with you.
What
I'm
new
trying to
heads?
paint with you.
I mean,
We'll
that's,
cut
I don't
that.
know if that's
We'll
in
cut
the,
that. We'll cut
I don't
that
know
out.
if that's in the realm of discussion right now, but either way, I'm just gonna fucking go and take a little, left turn to the next topic right here. How you feel on racking to survive, or are you paying to play?
Half and half.
Half and half right
Dude,
now.
I think I said the same thing.
I got a foot in and 1 foot out.
One foot in, one. Damn.
I
Okay,
can
here we go.
play when it comes to like sketchiness and shit. But if I can get away with the couple, I'll get away with the couple. And I have my own lucrative ways of doing that.
Lucrative.
Yeah, like you ain't gotta elaborate on the details of how you know, get your paint, but mad respect to you, bro. 'Cause if you still on that racking to survive tip, you a fucking savage on the real.
Hey,
on the real
shout out to
level.
those guys.
Hey, hell yeah,
You
bro.
know.
If you still running out with carts of paint, more
Shout out
power
to
to you.
Chloe.
Fuck
Shout out to
yeah,
Chloe.
bro. Y'all are the
Good
fucking.
times.
Hell yeah, bro. You know what?
Is it too early for me to go back there?
Oh, bro, it's too late.
Hey, you need to take a piss. We're hitting the hour and 2 minute mark. How are you
No,
feeling about
that's like
that, bro?
30
Have you
minutes.
felt like we've been talking for an hour and 2 minutes?
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah.
a wee bit.
A wee bit. All right, go for it.
Well.
Hurry up and buy.
There you go, bro.
Alright, break time.
Yeah, it's chill right now. You know.
Oh, I can see. Those are kind of dark.
I know. I gotta continually check on this, make sure everything's cool right there. You chill. You got like an underglow to your beard.
As long as you like just blur like something.
I'll put a little thing on there. I don't know. I'll make
You
it
can even
happen.
find like the little ape emoji, the ape face.
Yeah, there's a little egg face on there. I'll throw something on there. For sure.
That'd be tight.
Yeah. Hey, thank you again for doing this, bro. This has been pretty chill, you know? Like, I know we ran through this briefly the last time, but I'm glad we actually got to get this on.
Plug was better the first time, but it's cool. Got my weed and shit, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Probably should roll another one.
Alright, we got Geisr
Oh man.
rejoining us.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's all good. We're gonna recommence going live.
1, 2, 3.
Alright. Just let that ambient music rock for a little bit. David got the lo-fi in the background for the K-Raj. Hosting today. We're always in garages, y'all.
Look at it closely.
Savage.
This is the next topic we are going to move on to. So, who have you seen getting up most lately? And who do you want to shout out, bro?
More?
More.
More.
Big
Shout out
ups
to
to more. You know what?
More? He's been getting up hella.
Killing on the daily, 2 to 3 burners.
On the daily.
On the
that's
daily.
That's a fucking amazing feat.
Oh my.
That ain't no joke, y'all.
No joke.
No joke, y'all. Different spots too. It ain't the same spot.
Yeah, dude.
You ain't burning
That's
the
doing
same
work.
spot 3 different times.
Doing work.
There's always a new spot for that guy too.
New
New spot.
spots and going on hikes for like an hour each
I know, that was
time.
Bones.
Who knows? It's both of them, bro, for sure.
7 hours.
But yeah, Bones has definitely been the most steady throughout the years though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always caught the most spots.
I've seen him up in the most randomest spots. I'm like, dude, have you already been out here already?
No matter where he's at, he gets up.
Oh,
Shout
for
out to
sure.
Bones and more.
Big ups to Bones and more. Anyone else?
I would say Dre.
Hey,
Dre?
Shout out to Dre.
Dre's
Homie
got hella
SD.
freeway shots. He's got hella good freeway shots.
Dre's got the freeway shots.
Hey, shout out to
Dre.
that new burner you got.
He's always hitting hella.
Which burner are you talking about?
The one with the.
Oh,
I don't know how to explain
the
it.
one with
It's
the.
like the with the pointy at the end.
Okay. If y'all haven't seen it,
I've known Dre for a while, and his burner has definitely gotten
Evolved,
better.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely
believe
gotten
it.
better. I've known you
I've seen
since since we were like 16, I think.
Damn.
Shout out to Dre.
Shout out to Drake. Come on the podcast, yo. We
Come on the
want to know
podcast,
your
man.
story, bro. So I don't have an IG pic. This next part was gonna be I'm gonna take an IG pic and ask you what happened right there.
Well, I can do that right now.
But we're gonna have Geisr pull that up on the side, and while he does that, I'm gonna go ahead and take it to the last question right here, wrapping up our hour and 8 minutes podcast. Where do you want to take you on in the future?
I want to be able to hit other countries, like just go paint other countries and shit, and meet a lot more writers, a lot of really good people. You know what I mean? I believe we all have a right to choose what kind of energies we want to be around, you know?
Oh, for sure.
And I really want to find those good energies in the world, you know?
Word.
Yeah.
That's really one of my main goals in life. I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to go through life just fucking with, just helping people that don't want to help themselves and shit, you know?
Yeah, like when you surround yourself by negativity, it only brings you down.
You know?
But if you have that positive energy fueling you, like, you can always enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't believe the grab, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we should be able to hold our own and stand up and shit, but it shouldn't be all fucking bad energy. It should be, you know,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There should
that's
be
the
a
only
community
positive
for
thing
sure.
that most of us give back to the community shit. If you ask me, most of the activists that have been making the biggest impact were graph artists this last fucking 3 years in a row, you know? Like, even before that, like, chopping down films, that's like, you know what I mean? A bunch of graph writers right there, you know? Like, and they're the ones that have been filming fucking all the real shit going on in the world, you know? Like, letting it be known and shit, like, the real activists, you know?
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, I found the thing that I want you to explain.
Alright, so Geisr has pulled up a picture.
Do I show it to the camera or
Kong's
do you edit it in there?
We're gonna have him explain what happened right there.
Alright.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna
Show
show
the
you
camera.
one thing. This one, this picture.
What is that? Show right there. To this camera.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it's in a backyard.
It is a backyard.
It is in the backyard.
Okay,
Called
so-
up, sir.
Okay, so
Explain it.
what's your question about it?
I just want to know how you got into the situation.
What happened
like
right there,
how did you hit this backyard?
Okay, that backyard was actually pretty dope, and I wish I would have took like a lot more pictures of it, because
Mm.
there's like Silo and Worm and Yerb and a bunch of shit.
Oh,
like
Yerb
that.
was there?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Damn.
And Silo. That's crazy.
There's some,
How recently was that?
whatever year the photo was taken, I think 2018, 2019.
Let's see.
Oh shit, okay.
Let's see. Let's see.
Maybe
let's see.
2019.
Okay.
It
Go
was
on.
a 2018
Damn.
July
2018.
12th 2018.
Yeah. So, the dude that hit me up to do it, he was a cool dude. He was at the skate park and shit, and I was like skating pretty tough at that time before I took another injury, and then and then I really called it quits with skating after that last injury. But it's cool. But anyways, fucking, he was down there riding bikes and shit, and we got into it with music, like, you know what I mean, like, we were talking about music and shit, and we kind of liked the same music, and I heard the same people and shit, and then I got him into some new music that he never heard of.
There you
And
go.
then,
Can I ask what it was?
It was like A1, Decca, fucking
Okay.
Soul Chef, Palmer Squares,
Alright,
you know what I mean, a lot of
Some
really good hip
underground
hop.
shit.
Yeah,
Some
a lot of-
underground shit.
underground hip hop.
Okay.
And like he put me onto some good music, and I put him onto good music. And then he found out that I was calling me, and he said, "Oh shit, my whole backyard is hit up with shit like I'm hitting and shit." And he even buffed it out for me and everything. Like,
Damn,
there
son.
you go.
No way.
yeah, and there,
Wow.
like there was some cool stuff under that piece, and like, you know what I mean, he let me hit it and everything. And I felt it was pretty cool. It was a good experience, you know.
Hey,
It was
shout
like-
out to him, bro, for being
Shout out to
so
that dude,
fucking
'cause that was a
welcoming,
good
bro.
piece.
Yeah.
The guy was
Good
cool.
piece.
Yeah, to just invite you into his backyard and just piece it up.
Yeah.
That's like, how many people allow you that experience? You know what I mean?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Only one that I can think of. You know what I mean? Other than that one, and
Yeah.
that's the fucking Jer. Shout out to Jer.
Jared.
Shout out
Yeah,
to Jared.
you know what?
Hey,
Jared
dude,
was
Wherever you
sick.
are, bro. That
Can we
pedal's
talk
sick,
about-
y'all.
His presence on 12 ounce.
Oh.
Can we
Damn,
talk about
hey.
that shit?
We're gonna have to talk on that a little bit, because it's almost 7:30, y'all. Like, I gotta wrap this up.
I know.
I actually was
We'll have
able.
more.
Dude.
We'll have more. Hey,
Yeah.
that's just a topic of discussion for
Yeah.
those in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Thank y'all for hanging in there with us for this whole thing. I mean, this has been a great
Been fucking
deep
great.
dive into the the story of Kong. You know what I mean? For those that don't know. Alright, so this has been, I mean, we're just gonna do an outro now.
Just put on the what was it, the finest? The last thing?
Oh, you want me to just hit?
Yeah, do the MF Doom.
Okay,
MF
he
Doom
wants
outro.
me
Here we
to
go.
do a MF Doom rollout. I don't.
RIP.
You need to give me the Wi-Fi. I don't have the Wi-Fi here.
Oh.
Sorry.
We'll add it in later.
I'll
the
play it through my
Nano Warrior?
phone. I'll play it through my phone. Scante Warrior?
Nano
Is that what you
Warrior.
said?
I have no
The
idea.
Nano Warrior.
The Nano Warrior. Hold on.
I'll play it on my phone.
Hey, you
It's
gotta
fine.
cut the shit out.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff. Dude, I can't believe, dude, you're taking in so much work.
But what is that, right? Ooh, I'm on, yo. Alright, so we're gonna roll this out with
We're gonna try to roll this out.
we're gonna try to roll this out with the classic that we originally had queued up for the first podcast. Hey, thank you for Kong, MADK,
Give me the other
GT, maybe SD. You know what I mean? Nah. Okay.
Probably
I'll
not.
edit that out. But shout out to Kong, MADK, GT, MF for coming onto this podcast. Shout out to Geisr for doing episode number 2.
Yet another episode.
Another episode in the books, y'all. This is some real shit already.
Blow this shit up,
I
actually.
used a lot of time and energy.
I know. Just because he wears a mask doesn't mean he did nothing.
Hey, so I'm gonna just roll it out with this one. Thank y'all for being here again. I don't know if y'all like the setup, but we're gonna work on it. We still gonna find a permanent space for this to
You
go.
can do it here, you can do it at my house. It's just like.
It's gonna be on and off.
Yeah, it's gonna be on
Are we
and
off
off.
now?
I'm just gonna roll it out with this.
We're gonna keep that in, by the way.
Thank y'all for being here. Yeah.
From stock to big
Don't forget it, y'all. That's it. That's a wrap. Episode number 2. Fucking good. Thank y'all. Hey, thank y'all.
They left him trembling, he was not remembering. Never touched a gentleman, just a frosted emblem. So with the date, waiting, fella ate gelatin, or either listening to what his brother was telling him. When I could feel it in my melanin, it's compelling. Us to break them off, no reassembling, no science fiction to no getting in you. Coming soon to fuck with you frequently like how phases of the moon would do. You can dab around like it was an eclipse, just don't look directly to the bitch. You may be blinded by the scripts. Past the L, the last that tells us an absurd tale. All hail, King Geisr, the third rail. 700 volts holds rap to a standstill. Fool, ignore the rule. Fuck up and get his man killed.
I gotta stop the Audacity shit.
And so goes the days of our lives, as an hourglass standstill. And build with passion and a glass of the shade.